Hey everyone, and welcome to the test run of ChatGram Live. We're going to see how this does and go forward from there. First things first, today is going to be about going over the new format for ChatGram Live. And also just talk about some Instagram updates that have been going on for like the last few months. Just get everyone up to speed on what's been going on for 2018. So let's just kind of jump into first. Let me do an intro about me. I'm Ken Watson. I operate Watson KS, or Watson Knowledge Services, which is the full name. And I work with small businesses and consultants and entrepreneurs on their social media, in particular Instagram, which is why I host ChatGram, the chat about Instagram. And so, that's a little bit about me. Obviously, if you haven't come across me, that's a quick intro. I can, sums up who I am. Now, ChatGram Live updates. This is what's been going on. As you can tell, we're no longer on Twitter. Moved to the live format, and we're going to be running some tests through April. Make sure we're doing, on the right track with things and test out the technology. Those that don't know what's going on is I am fed up with Twitter, and there were so many issues going on with people not seeing ChatGram tweets during when the chat was live. So I'm looking at alternatives and basically going live on using Facebook and various technologies to broadcast this. This seemed like the most logical step to go forward with. So test this out. Love to hear y'all's feedback on maybe tweaks and stuff I need to make. Because this is also, since it's the first actual test of ChatGram Live, I got to work out kinks and, especially, my presenting, because one thing is I do not like going live solo. So, feel like I'm just talking to myself because I'm just literally staring at myself on the screen. Anyways, so we're going to be going to live Facebook, but now part of the new form, it's also not just going live, but it's also, I'm going to be reducing, the frequency of ChatGram itself. We are going to be going to twice a month. And I just realized I didn't activate this little feature, the agenda section for the live. So once again, welcome to ChatGram Live. Okay, we are going to be going to twice a month. And basically it's going to be the first Tuesday of every month and then the third Tuesday of every month. Same time. Now, most of the time. I might actually have to change the times on Tuesdays just to accommodate guests. Now, the first Tuesday of each month is reserved for a general talk like today. Chat. Y'all can ask questions, get everyone up to speed of what's going on, with Instagram, because Instagram has been a busy bee for 2018 with updates, and I have a good chance that 2018 is going to be a very active year. So, this way, it gives everyone an opportunity to get up to speed of what's going on with Instagram and what they can do on Instagram itself with all the updates. Now, the third Tuesday of each month is reserved for guests. Basically, I want to, that Tuesday is going to, be guests, talk with them, get their insight of what's going on with Instagram, whatever particular industry or topic, the guests are going to be, able to talk about. Now, for kind of go back to the first Tuesday, I might also bring guests in on those days as well. But for the most part, those are going to be reserved for general talk and chat, like we are today. Now, the next tweak I'm going to be making to ChatGram is actually the Facebook group for chat. I'm going to be switching it from a public group to a closed group because I want to be able to foster a more active community, and people tend to be more responsive to a closed group because then they can post things, without everyone on Facebook seeing. It's only reserved to the group. So to foster a more engaging community, I'm going to be switching it to a closed group. Later today, I'll actually be doing a live in the Facebook group as well to explain what's going on. If you want to join the group, actually, let me go ahead and put that link into the comments while we're chatting. One. Okay, so that should appear. The comments should see a link now to the Facebook group in the comments. If you want to go ahead and join the group, obviously after the live broadcast. I'll also be going live in the group later today, explaining why, more detail of the switch from a public to a closed group. Now, for the Facebook, actually, back and talk. Now for ChatGram Live, it is going to be operated on my Facebook page, the Watson KS Facebook page. The reason I'm doing this is, one, that way I can use the video tabs and stuff that Facebook pages have and create a playlist in a more archive way than, say, just doing a straight up live in the Facebook group. I'm also using a tool called Live Leap, which hopefully, I'll check after the live. It should have broadcasted everywhere that I am live on Facebook. So anyone on my Twitter account, ChatGram Twitter account, the Facebook group, LinkedIn, including also my email list, should have all gotten notifications that I am live. This way, people will see the broadcasts. Now, the easiest way to make sure you don't miss a live is, of course, like my Facebook page, and you'll get the live notifications. So that is a quick rundown of what's going on with ChatGram. So let's kind of transition now to Instagram itself. What's going on with it? It's been a very, like I said earlier, it's a very active year for Instagram in updates and new features and all kinds of stuff. Let's go into the first big thing, Instagram algorithm. Let's see. Actually, almost 2 weeks ago, Instagram announced some tweaks to the algorithm. So I keep forgetting to do this. I'm gonna have to keep her. And again, I gotta work out the kinks. Gotta remember to do the agenda items, so that way you can, so people can see what's going on. Okay, the Instagram algorithm. Almost 2 weeks ago, they announced updates to it. Now, as many of you know, I even did an Instagram live about this. Hey, Blake, nice to see you, man. And there's Rebecca. No, just not seeing you. And Christina. Hey, guys, welcome. Okay, if some of y'all saw my Instagram live about, was it January, when all of a sudden everyone out of the blue started talking about a new Instagram algorithm. Well, there wasn't one. There hasn't been one until now. I mean, it's like I'm even hesitant in saying that there is a new Facebook Instagram algorithm. It's really hard saying Instagram when I keep seeing Facebook comments on my screen. So sorry for constantly flipping back and forth. But until March 22nd, there hasn't really been a new Instagram algorithm. I even hesitate to even say that now. Basically, all they did was a minor tweak. What this tweak is they're making sure that you're going to start seeing newer, fresher content in your feed. They're not going chronological. I know people want the chronological feed. Never going to happen, people. We're stuck with the algorithm. Just got to work with it. But what it's going to do is, what this tweak is, it shows newer content in your feed. So you should start seeing less of 2 or 3 day old content and more of newer, relevant content. Now, so anything you have seen from January to March talking about a new algorithm, nope, no new algorithm. Just minor tweak they made 2 weeks ago. If you see anything talking about, it's like either an 8 or top 10 list of how to, break the Instagram algorithm or hack that Instagram algorithm or do whatever you can. to beat the Instagram algorithm, general chances that list is not a good list to go by, especially if you see one saying only 10% of your feed is visible to people. That's not how the algorithm works. It's a priority system. Instagram doesn't hide stuff necessarily. It's basically you have to really scroll through your feed to see everything. So basically, if you see that list, ignore it. Come to me. I know what's going on. And if I don't know what's going on, I have access to people that knows what's going on. And it's like, and I really don't want to get stuck in the whole talking about it, because if y'all saw my live Instagram, I got really heated. No, it wasn't as bad as Jen's Trends Instagram algorithm. That girl knew how to do it. But if you see any tips from the on how to beat the Instagram algorithm, ignore it. Basically, the main thing you want to do with Instagram is, one, be active and engage, and also just post content that resonates with your audience. That's all. That's the main thing you need to do. Now, one of the newer updates that just rolled out is clickable hashtags and also clickable profile usernames in your bios. This is sort of a hit and miss update. A lot of people started getting this wrong on the whole clickable hashtag part. They thought this is going to help with their search rankings in Explorer tab in Instagram. It doesn't. All this does is basically anyone that clicks the hashtag in your bio, they get taken to the Explorer section, and you see content with that hashtag. It does not help your search rankings. Also, you want to make sure with this is if you are going to use this feature, you use a hashtag that's branded for you, and it's going to show your content. If you use, say, like hashtag social media, you're going to see every freaking post on Instagram with that hashtag. And you just taken people away from your content, from your page. Not a good thing. So, it's like I'm even hesitant to use the ChatGram hashtag for Instagram, because unfortunately, one of the bad parts with the ChatGram hashtag is there's a lot of cat photos with it. Because apparently one of these hashtag apps, for some reason, someone inputted ChatGram as a hashtag for cats. So there's like about 2,000 photos of cats. So unless you like looking at photos of cats, that's why I've kind of been hesitant on the use of the hashtag for ChatGram in my bio. Because I don't want to take people away from the content. So I'm probably just thinking about it and talking about it, is I might update the hashtag to more of hashtag ChatGram Live, and that should narrow things down even more. And okay, mental note, check that out. Now for the clickable profile usernames in your bio, this is actually going to be helpful for, say, businesses that have to operate, especially like consultants or small businesses that have a business they own and operate, that they had to open up separate accounts because it kind of serves multiple audiences. Say like someone that has social media, but they also do photography. Well, they might want to have an account that just features the photography. So, before, you would maybe list the user, that profile name in your bio, but then people would have to remember it, go to the Explorer, search, and all that way. But with this new update, people can now just have that clickable, and basically you get taken right away to that profile. Now, you want to also make sure, though, is some businesses have guidelines and stuff. So if you list the account, you might require permission. And also, when you do list someone's profile name in the bio, that person does get a notification that they have been listed in someone's bio. So, just sort of play caution. And you don't want to misuse that tool. So going on to the next thing. Come on, computer. Schedule third-party posting directly to Instagram. Hallelujah. Finally. I don't know about y'all, but I've been wanting this for since Instagram rolled out. Now, of course, with anything with Instagram, there is some restrictions. First thing you want to remember is this is only available for square images or image, because even the carousel, slideshow, photo albums, or whatever you want to call them, where you can put multiple images to a post, that's not allowed. Portrait or landscape photos are not allowed. Videos are not allowed. So it's only a single square image that can post directly to your Instagram account with a third-party tool. And it's only available for business accounts and also in third-party tools that are Instagram partners. So that includes like Hootsuite, Buffer just rolled it out, Sprout Social. I use Agora Pulse, and also Plan Only. Basically, so it's only available for third-party tools and you have to have a business account as well with Instagram. That pretty much covers the third-party posting, directly to Instagram section. Let's mark that off, and let's go to the next thing. Next up, follow hashtags. This is actually a very useful tool, especially when it comes to conferences. You want to make sure you're following hashtags that you want to follow. Just don't do it for the sake of following. I don't suggest, saying follow hashtag social media. You're going to see a lot of stuff that's not social media related at all. You want to, just make sure it's like a branded hashtag or a conference or an event. It's a very narrow hashtag to use. And it's also don't follow too many. And again, because this is going to be populated in your newsfeed, and your newsfeed is, to me, my newsfeed is a holy place. It's basically I only want to see what I want to see. Because I don't follow for the sake of following. An account. I'm also not gonna treat that with hashtags. I only want to see, say, events, branded hashtags. Very narrow focus that is also hashtags that are not going to be misused. Let's kind of jump into the next thing. Instagram organic shoppable posts. Now, this feature has actually been around since about October, but it's only limited to the US. Well, a few weeks ago, Instagram opened that up to 8 other countries. To the UK, France, Italy, Germany, Australia, Brazil, Canada, and Spain. Now, what this is you may have seen certain retailers and stuff, during the beta testing phase was, where they were able to tag products, and then if you click the tag, it goes directly to their website, and you're basically you can purchase on site there. This is a feature that's available with Shopify accounts. There is a bit of a process to set this up. You have to, one Shopify account, then you have to build a catalog and all that through your Facebook page, and then then you have to go through Instagram, and when you're setting up the post, then you basically tag each item. So there is a bit of a lengthy setup process. And it's also not everyone is able to do this. I know some people that were actually turned down from Shopify, and they're trying to appeal the process. So obviously it's they're still working out stuff. Still no official wording if this is still a beta test or like the next phase of the beta test, or if this means it's actually being rolled out of beta tests. But this is very handy for retailers, small business shops. Basically, if you have products to sell, this is very handy. It's basically, I say go for it if you can get it. Okay, and updates to Instagram stories. Well, as always, there's always stuff changing with Instagram stories. In January, we had an awesome update of gift stickers. They rolled out for most of the U.S. I know some people are still having issues on getting them. I know like Canada is having issues with them still, and other countries. There was also that little hiccup where the gift stickers went away for a couple. I think about 2 or 3 weeks. There was some misuse of Instagram stickers with Giphy, where some inappropriate ones were pulled in. And so Instagram, and actually also Snapchat, told they pulled the plug on Giphy until Giphy could straighten it out. last week, Giphy, Instagram went ahead and reactivated it because Giphy has fixed or reassured that any of the stickers are going to be G-rated, suitable for all audiences. So we now have the Giphy stickers again. Well, most people, as Rebecca just said, actually, let me go ahead. Yeah, I'm not, obviously Rebecca is not Canadian. She is Houston, and she wants her gift stickers. I wish there was something I could do to help you out on that. Yeah, it's probably, I just like saying this now, is probably because you have Apple. Yep, I said it. For once, Apple people are frustrated because they're not getting the stickers because Android people are getting them first. Ha ha. Now, one of the other handy little features that rolled out with stories is solid background colors. I don't know about y'all, but I actually love this because it was a bit of a process to create background colors for yourself. Sorry, I'm trying to control myself, but I'm actually cracking up because Rebecca is still going on about the Giphy stickers and how she doesn't have them, but her clients do. So I don't know, girl. But okay, back to the solid colors. Very handy little feature. Now Rebecca controlled the sign, the finger sign. This is a PG-13 audience. Well, I'm trying to make it PG-13 because people that know me know that I have quite a mouth on me, so I'm trying to be a good little soldier here. But the solid background colors also comes with different fonts. So this does help kind of mix things up. It's, because before, if you wanted to do a solid background color, you had to create something, in a different app. Or if you did if you're going to draw, basically you did the drawing little thing. If you just basically selected the color and then just hold down, then you would create, a solid background color. But this is basically pre-designed, similar to the background color post you have on Facebook. It's similar to that. You have different font modes, which is also very handy. Basically, we are going to start seeing that Instagram Stories is almost going to be its own design studio in a way, because basically with the background colors, different fonts, different sticker options, especially with the gift stickers. So eventually, my guess is Instagram Stories is going to be like its own design studio, and I'm all for that. Also, a handy little thing that people don't know all about too well is if you see a story and there's like, say, a lot of information on it that you want to read, but you only have 15 seconds. If you tap and hold onto the screen, it pauses the story. And so that gives you the opportunity to read everything. You don't have to like swipe back, rewatch it, and so basically, so you're able to get all the information from that. If you just tap and hold, and basically it pauses the story, and then once you take your finger off the screen, it resumes playing. Now let's switch to possible new features for Instagram. This is a hypothetical. A lot of this is just based off articles that have been published the last couple months of recently discovered new APK files that are basically as Android files that basically these are public information files, and some coders have gone in and basically they try to find these little hidden files that indicate possible beta testing coming soon of new features or new things. And so when they discover these new files and then they get reported, like the first one is a possible voice or video calling system within Instagram. And again, since Instagram's not commenting on this, it's basically these are just basically people are finding literally the icon files for these things. So it's all speculation. So that could be a new way to engage with your audience, from the business aspect, and can use it as a calling system to talk with clients or customers, and interact that way with them. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there's also a portrait type feature might be coming to stories. Again, we don't know what that means. Is it, how is it going to be used? It's all speculative. And that's pretty much a rundown of the big stuff that has come out over the last few months for 2018. I'm going to open up to you guys if there's any questions y'all have. I'm kind of fill in the time here because there is a little bit of a time delay, about 15-20 seconds. So it might take a little bit to see. But so if y'all have questions, I can also go on more about the new stuff for ChatGram. If you have questions about that, stuff to look forward to. Because actually, one of the things I forgot to mention for the first Tuesday, this is going to be a general just chat. It's going to, instead of an hour program, it's going to be probably roughly 30-minute, which is we are hitting the 30-minute window in a few minutes. I'm just going to highlight Rebecca. I don't know. I don't have that kind of access. I don't know anyone on the inside. I don't know anyone that knows anyone on the inside. Instagram is like, a friggin' island with, no in or out communication wise. I wish I can tell you more. Okay, are there any other questions besides Rebecca wanting to know when she's going to get gifts? But like what I was trying to say was back to the first Tuesday of each month. These are going to be general chats. They are not going to be the full hour. They're going to be 30 minutes long. You're welcome, Rebecca. So so we're going to start wrapping this thing up. Also, feel free to, for those in the replay, you can also add to the chat, add to the comments, and I'll get back to y'all on them. Okay, so we do have one question from Christina. Is Instagram in trouble like Facebook? Yes and no. It's obviously there is going to be some things happening with Instagram as Facebook itself addresses third-party access and information those third-party tools can get. So the big thing the big difference here is with Instagram, people aren't giving away their information per se to do quizzes or personality tests. Basically, anyone that gives away information on their Instagram account is basically doing so with third-party tools to say for publishing and analytics. So there's definitely going to be some addressing from Facebook. I think Christina had sent me a thing earlier from Union Matrix. They're having to adjust certain things because of changes that Facebook has done with Instagram and some of the file information that they're able to work with. So that's my guess is that's related to in that case. But overall, don't know. No, there's probably going to be a little bit of backlash, a little bit of adjustment from Facebook itself to Instagram stuff. But just have to wait and see. Now, I don't see a delete Instagram movement happening like that we've been seeing the last few weeks with Facebook. Yeah, I mean, just totally agree. People need to stop using the login, the Facebook login to apps and other websites, other accounts, and all that. Just basically, if you have the option to do email and password, that's the best route. I know there are a few tools I use that require the Facebook login, and there is no other means of creating a sign-in. I've actually sent in things for them to address that, and that's, we'll wait and see. Because I am not comfortable with Facebook being the one and only way to log in with things. I am after knowing people in the information and online security sector, I know bad stuff that can happen, and it makes me uneasy when I have to give away that type of information. It's also kind of brings up for Instagram, make sure you have two-bit authentication enabled. That way it does provide an extra layer of security for your Instagram. So if someone tries to log in, and that way they don't get direct access, because what that does is sends a text. You get a text message with a code. So if you see that and you're like, well, I'm not trying to log into my account, that means that someone has been trying to log into your account, and without that code they can't. So there is one layer of security, but overall from a privacy standpoint, there's not Instagram itself. There isn't much you can do with because you don't give away your Instagram login for a personality quiz. It's not say like with Facebook, you have these personality quizzes and stuff that people, that all your friends do. You'll see in your feed and you can go ahead and that looks fun. Let's what color what color am I, or whatever stupid little thing they want to do is basically when you click on that, do the quiz, it gets all these information bits from you, like your friends list, your interests, your likes, whatever you have available for them to look at. You don't get that with Instagram. So luckily for that, but there's probably gonna be a little bit of a backlash on Instagram, just from some of the stuff they're gonna have to adjust. I think I kind of covered everything there as much as I can without going into a full into a full Facebook show. There's any other questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace. For the live section, if those are watching the replay, feel free to ask your questions and I'll address it in the comments. Otherwise, I think we are nearing the end. And let's go ahead and just wrap this puppy up if there are no more questions. Just give it a couple more seconds just to see if anything pops through. Otherwise, we are done for the day. All right, that looks like about it. So thank you for joining ChatGram Live. This is the first broadcast test. Start working out the kinks as we go through. Obviously, gonna have to work on my presenting skills because I'm still trying to figure out how I want to present this. The next test will officially be. Let me pull up the calendar. I want to make sure I list the right date. Next test is going to be on the 17th, which is the third Tuesday of the month. I'm going to see if I can try to line up a guest, and that way we can do a test broadcast with an actual guest before we go. Before ChatGram officially relaunches in May. I might do a couple more tests here and there. I want to make sure that this is going to be the right type of tool to use. It's also, I just need to get a feel of this tool because it's, different. It's a new tool for me as well because it's the first time I'm using it. I'm using BeLive. You're welcome, Rebecca, and welcome, Christina. I also got to remember that there is a time delay between, me speaking and when stuff comes in on my end. But otherwise, thank you for joining. Look, appreciate any feedback that y'all have on this. What y'all want to see, moving forward, ChatGram Live, and so on. But thank you, and see you in 2 weeks.